那个你扫周这边 camera 照你扫好了。
so that we can raise the hand. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Firstwin. Thank you very much. Thank you, Fajar. Thank you, Suka Chemicals. Echo, okay. Yeah, so is the audio okay now? No more echo, I guess. So yeah, just some housekeeping rules. So for anybody that is not speaking, thank you for the response. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. You make our life easier. Thank you very much. So housekeeping rules. If you are not speaking, you will need your help to just mute for a while, and then after that, so that we can proceed further. So without further ado, today's topic is to create early awareness and to get ready for e-invoicing. Okay, this is a very important topic. And before we start on with the topic, I would like to invite our president, Mr. KK Yao, to give his opening remarks for today. Mr. Yao?
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning to all the CTS. I think we are quite some time never have this hybrid or coffee talk organized by MRPMA. So today we are thank you for our moderators, Miss Politics, and our speakers, Miss Mark. So hope you all will enjoy this today's coffee talks. Right, it's quite some time we are not organized. It is another good start for us to get more information or more knowledge about the latest our government's like to implement about the e-invoicing. Right? So this is very important topic for us to get ready. Right? During the Q&A seconds, hopefully you all can be questions, whatever the questions or you all need to know more about this e-invoicing here. Actually, Ms. Mark here have a big team here to get ready to support whatever the Q&A from the ground and from the industry players. We don't want to delay for our today's coffee talks. So I pass back to Ms. Pippings for to start our coffee talk today. Thank you.
Thank you, KK. And for a brief introduction for today's webinar, the agenda will be Ms. Mark. Ms. Mark, okay, I would like to introduce Ms. Mark first, our speaker for today. Ms. Mark, she is not only the CEO and founder of GSMI Group, that includes the academy and advisory business. She is also an audit partner at HY Lim & Co, WH Howe Associates. Ms. Mark is also a chartered accountant of the Malaysia Institute of Accountants MIA and also a fellow member of ACCA. Well, I am. She has more than 20 years of experience, professional experience, but Ms. Mark is very young. So if you look at her in person, you will be shocked. Ooh, Ms. Mark, 20 years of experience. That's amazing. So without further ado, I would like to invite Ms. Mark to start her presentation. Thank you, Ms. Mark. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Li Feng. So praise me like I'm so young. I'm actually not that young. Hi everyone, good morning to everyone, all the rubber industry players, good morning. Yeah, I'm so happy and excited that today I'm going to share and be invited by MRPMA for this interesting topic, e-invoicing, that going to implement by our government starting next year, 1st of June 2024. All right, so if any one of you during the whole sharing, you have any questions, please, you are welcome to put up your question in the comment box. Then our team here, I have a big team here, and then we will do our best to reply you, okay, to answer your queries. So I think I shall start my presentation because the time I think we have been delayed for some time already. Can the admin allow me to share the screen?
Okay, you can see your screen.
Okay, can see my screen.
Yes, can see.
Full screen? Cannot see full screen.
No, full screen.
Not full screen.
Mine here is full screen.
No,
Cannot see
you
full
need
screen.
to share your screen.
Yes, already shared. We can see.
Maybe need another screen and share the full screen.
My side here can see the full screen.
Full screen? Can you see the full
Full
screen?
screen.
You will send your another screen.
Already shared another screen.
No, no full screen. Then I think it's not you need to share the screen.
Oh, okay.
So I stop my sharing.
Yeah.
PPT.
Share now. Don't share screen. Share.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Miss Ng, go to next slide. All right. You all can download this PPT slide, this slide with this QR code. I give you some time, then you scan this code. This code will direct you to a WeTransfer network, WeTransfer website. Then you download from that website for the slides. Okay, give you some minutes to download the slides. Okay. Okay, anyone who has already ready for the slide, if you can download the slide, then just let me know, or you cannot download, then let me know also. If you have already downloaded the slide, then also let me know. Who has already downloaded the slide, put up 1 in the comment box, please. Let me know, yeah. If you have already downloaded, type 1. 1 means you have already downloaded. 1, yeah, very good. Thank you. Casey Lee, I run no. Okay, very good, very good. Is there anyone who cannot download the slide? Okay, very good, very good. If anyone who cannot download the slide, then you can contact our meeting. Then meeting will share you the slide after this. All right. I give you another 2 minutes. I give you all another 2 minutes to download the slide. Yeah. After that, I will straight away to proceed for the presentation. Okay, anyone got problem to download the slide or not? Okay, perfect. I assume everyone able to download the slide, yeah?
Okay, I think we should continue.
Right. Then I will proceed for the sharing today. Right. Let's start for the e-invoicing topic today. Okay, this e-invoicing, our government is going to implement this e-invoicing in phases starting next year, June 2024. Right. Later, I will show you the timeline how the government will implement it. What is e-invoicing basically? This is a, it's a digital representation of transaction between your supplier and buyer. Basically, this is e-invoicing is a machine readable format. And our government is going to implement this e-invoicing by the way of collecting all the invoicing data from the supplier, right? So this e-invoicing will represent the existing tax reporting format, Assisting what we are doing currently. Currently, we are submitting our tax, right? Tax return by way of by the deadline, then we will submit our tax return. But then we do not submit all these supporting documents like invoice, payment voucher, any supporting documents. We are not submitting those documents, right? But after this e-invoicing implement, our government will need us to put up all our invoicing data to somewhere to IRB system. So later I will show you how this e-invoicing will work. So this is the electronic documents that government will need us to submit all the invoices that we are going to issue. Okay, so the invoice details or the contents of the invoice, then later I will show you. Basically, it includes a lot of information from the invoice. Then later I will show you, right? Okay, next slide, please. This e-invoicing is a machine-readable format. You see here, machine-readable format XML or JSON. This is a computer-readable format which is human. You are unable to read this format. The e-invoicing that we are going to submit to income tax to our government, we have to use this format, right? Currently, our invoice is in the form of human readable format like what PDF, document, invoice, like normal that you are able to read it. So this is our current format of the invoicing format. Okay, I will show you what is the machine readable format, what is XML or JSON, because this is the files that we are going to submit for the e-invoice under the e-invoicing era. Next slide, please. So this is the just for your knowledge, XML, which is extensible markup language. Okay, this is a computer language, right? So our invoicing after this we have to convert. We have to use a machine or accounting software or whatever It's a system. We have to use a system to convert all the human readable forms into this kind of computer readable form, machine readable form, which is called XML or JSON. So these are the programming If you have some knowledge on the programming, then maybe you can understand roughly what is this, right? But no worry, okay. This kind of files you have to you don't worry that how you're going to do, because this kind of format will be converted from the software house. People now is starting to prepare this kind of file format which is required by the income tax. So they are prepared, like the famous accounting software like SQL AutoCount. They are working on it. And to convert this kind of file into this format. For those who are using the SAP or ERP system, right? Then you have to get ready. You have to get ready to be able to convert your existing format into this XML or JSON. So after this, I will show you more clear, a clearer picture. What are these? Okay, next. So what are the e-invoice? Basically, types of e-invoice consists of 4 types of documents. First one is invoice. Invoice is your sales invoice, is your normal sales invoice. When you sell your products or you provide your services to your customers, then this is your invoice. You issue the invoice to your customers. So your invoice and then credit notes. So credit notes is the one that you have goods return or you have discount or some adjustment on your invoices. So you have to issue a credit note, right? This is the existing documents which I already adopted for normal businesses. And then you have debit note and also the refund note. Okay, take a look here. Invoice, credit note, debit note. I believe that everyone are quite familiar with these notes, right? But the refund note, what is this refund note? I'm not sure how many of you have or have been using the refund note so far. Refund note is basically it's just a refund of some amount or refund of a balance of your invoice amount to your supplier, something like that. I put an example like you have a sales to your customer. Let's say for 50,000 sales to your customer, you sell a goods to your customer. Then your customer has paid you 50,000. They have paid you invoice them, and then they have made a payment to you 50,000. But subsequently, something happened. Something happened that your customer would like to ask for the refund. They have already made the payment, but customer, due to something happened, so they request for a refund. In that case, if you are doing a proper way of accounting, then you have to issue a refund note to your customer. Then only you can refund your money to your customer. So this is refund note. Basically, the refund note, it won't affect any P&L item. P&L means profit or loss item in your accounts. Refund note basically will just involve the cash transaction. You receive the cash. At first you have received the cash, but then after that you refund. So this is only your balance sheet item. So this is refund note. But however, this refund note will be included as one of the e-invoice, types of the e-invoice. All right. Next slide, please. Okay. Why e-invoice? Why e-invoice? Okay, this is very interesting. Our government is going to this digital economy plan, right? Economy, which government is going to digitalize all the data, all the digitalization, digitalization area. So in this digitalization, everything will go online. And with for even though the income tax submission now you make the tax payment, you have to go online. You cannot pay money at the counter. Last time you're still able to go to income tax counter and make payment directly there, right? But now income tax do not accept all this counter payment already. Why? Because they are moving forward to this digitalization economy. Okay, with this digitalization economy, actually government is collecting a lot, many data from the taxpayers. So everything will key into their systems, or their systems they will collect all the information. So when they want to retrieve whatever data from their system, so this is much more easier. Right? So this is why government is going to implement the e-invoicing. Right? After that, improve the efficiency of tax system. Currently, tax system is still not synchronized. It's still not, not everything synchronized. But starting 2022, government start implementing the TIN, tax identification number, which this TIN number will be assigned to every taxpayer from the age starting 18 years old and above. You'll be assigned a TIN number. For the e-invoicing era, this TIN number is very important. It's also is a key component for this e-invoicing era. Every e-invoicing or every transaction will be tracked by the TIN number. This TIN number is not used for the income tax purpose only. This will be used for your RPGT, or when you buy or sell properties for the stamp duty as well. So stamp duty, the land office department, and the RPGT, when you dispose property or when you buy property, all these type of transactions you need to use your TIN number. So this TIN number will be a future tax identification number tracking by the income tax for all your transactions, all your tax transactions. All right. So this is to increase the efficiency of tax system now. Then improve the efficiency and transparency of invoicing process. Efficiency, transparency, because everything will put into the system and all go for the technology, go for this digitalization. So you all can imagine all this will be more transparent. In future, when the invoicing format go for electronic, then afterward I will show you all the required fields by the income tax for the e-invoicing, all the required fields. Then you will understand those under e-invoicing era, more and more transactions will be more transparent. Especially our income tax department, they will have all your data, and they can retrieve all this data very easily. Okay, and also reduce tax evasion and fraud. This is one of the reasons why income tax implement e-invoice. I'm not sure whether you all have heard about some people, because they want to evade tax, then they will create a fictitious invoice. And even though some people, I know their business is doing selling invoices to someone who need to evade the tax. I'm not sure whether you all heard about that. So when e-invoicing era come into place, so this kind of situation will be eliminated. So this is tax evasion and fraud. Next slide, please. So this is the timeline that's going to implement by our government for the e-invoicing. Is it too small? Can see. All right. Liping has shared with you all the IRB guidelines on the e-invoicing, right? Yes, I believe you all have a copy of the e-invoicing guideline issued by LHDN. If this screen is too small for you, then you can refer to the guideline page. Okay, this guideline. All right. And then you turn to the page 12. All right. Page 12. This is the table. This is the table. But I have summarized it for you in this chart. All right. Okay, for the immediate business who is going to implement this e-invoicing is for those annual revenue more than 100 million. Annual revenue more than 100 million, then the e-invoicing will be implemented on 1st of June 2024. All right, and based on the government reporting, they announced that 4,000 businesses will be involved for those businesses more than 100 million. After that will be the subsequent year, 1st of January 2025. Will apply for those businesses with annual revenue between 50 million and 100 million. 50 million to 100 million, 1st of January 2025. Then after that, 25 million to 50 million, 1st of January 2026. After that, 1st of January 2027 will be applicable for every businesses. All right. Some businesses without business income, but you have other income, like you have rental income or you have any other income other than your normal business income. This kind of business also will be affected. You don't think you'll be able to skip this e-invoicing? Even though you are only collecting the rental income, you will be fall into the last category, which you also will kernel this e-invoicing submission from 1st of January 2027, right? Okay. Then this guideline will tell you your 100 million is based on what is 100 million revenue based on which financial year. All right, this guideline is very clearly stated that the 100 million or whatever, 50 million to 100 million, this will be based on your annual audited financial statements for the financial year 2022. Yeah, your audited financial statements for financial year 2022 means it's just audited lah. Usually, if you are December year end, right? If your company is December year end, your audited financial statement is just submitted lah, I believe, or just submitted. So the annual revenue will be based on this audited financial statements for 2022. Okay. If you do not have audited financial statements, then the annual revenue will be based on your tax return. Based on your tax return. Your tax return for year 2022 also. Based on year 2022 tax return. Where your sales, if you report in your tax return, your sales is 100 million, then you have to adopt this e-invoicing next year. All right? Okay. Even though if your sales your sales is between, let's say is between 25 to 50 or 50 to 100 million, your category will also be based on the annual audited financial statement 2022. Even though the e-invoicing will be implemented in 2025 or 2026 or thereafter. But all the revenue, the result will be based on your annual financial audited financial statement for year 2022. Okay? Alright. What if your audited account recorded sales, let's say your audited account for 2022 recorded sales 100 million. But then in subsequent year, or in 2023, your sales suddenly dropped below 100 million. So what will happen? Do you still need to adopt the timeline and according to this government timeline? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Okay. Even though your sales or your revenue will be affected subsequent to the financial year 2022, or subsequent to 2022, even though your sales is dropped, even it's drop or increase, is increase or drop, decrease or increase, it won't affect the implementation timeline, right? So the timeline will be based on the financial year 2022. Okay, up to here. I hope this is clear, All right. How Malaysia e-invoicing works? All right, how Malaysia e-invoicing works, This is the chart that I have simplified for you. Later, I will show you the income tax workflow. LHDN actually they have drawn a chart for the workflow for this e-invoicing, but I have summarized it. I think this is simplified for you all to get the whole picture, So if you are a business, you are a supplier. Okay. There are two ways. Come up by the income tax LHDN for you to submit the e-invoice. One is through My Invoice portal. My Invoice portal. This is LHDN portal. Okay. Another way is you can use API. API means that API means that this is a application programming interface. Meaning that if you are using your existing accounting software or you are using ERP or SAP, all right, you have to get your IT people. You have to get your IT people to link, to integrate your software to government website, to LHDN website. Government, their website is already open, or they are facilitated for this software to integrate. Okay, this integration called API. API is a tool. Is a software tool. Allow this external software to be integrated to the income tax website. All right. Through My Invoice Portal, this My Invoice Portal is the whole e-invoicing portal by income tax. So every e-invoicing will go through this My Invoice Portal. So LHDN actually they already facilitate this portal allow those, especially those small businesses, small businesses, maybe government they will think these small businesses they have no money to invest in the accounting software. So if you do not have your own accounting software which can allow you to use API to link to this My Invoice Portal, then you can use this My Invoice Portal to issue the e-invoice directly. You use this portal, income tax already facilitate this portal for you to issue the e-invoice directly. So you can use this My Invoice Portal to issue e-invoice, or else you still can use your own software, but you need to API to My Invoice Portal to generate the e-invoice. So after that you go to e-invoice. E-invoice, when go through this e-invoice, all these e-invoice will be under My. So under e-invoice, then the system will automatically validate your e-invoice. Okay, this all will be done by the system. So the system will check all the required informations are correct. Everything go correctly, then they will give the validation of the e-invoice. Once the system validate your e-invoice, one is successful, means everything is okay. Everything is okay, then it will goes on. Then the system will issue this called clear invoice. This clear invoice is with QR code. Every clear invoice means that this invoice, your e-invoice submitted, already validated by LHDN, successfully validated. Then the system will return you a clear invoice with QR code. Every successful e-invoice by validated this e-invoice will be given a QR code. This QR code, when you scan, then it will prompt you the invoice format. So if the clear invoice, you see, after the invoice being validated, so you get the clear invoice, right? But then subsequently, when the buyer, when the clear invoice, when the system issue a clear invoice, the buyer can retrieve the clear invoice from this My Invoice Portal. Buyer, you can retrieve the My Invoice, the clear invoice directly from the My Invoice Portal. So actually, you do not need your supplier. Wait for your supplier to give you the invoice in future under this e-invoice model. You can directly retrieve from My Invoice. You will be notified. After this, I will show you. You will be notified by this system. Your supplier invoice already validated, so you can directly print out from there. So buyer has the right to reject this e-invoice. You have the right. Let's say you are buyer, right? You got the e-invoice and then you check the invoice. If you found any errors from the invoice, actually you can raise a rejection form. You can raise the rejection from this My Invoice Portal. If you want to reject, if any error like quantity is not correct, or the amount is not correct, or description or whatever is not correct from the invoice, so buyer can reject the invoice. But once buyer reject the invoice, within 72 hours from the clear invoice issue, then the supplier have to cancel this invoice. Buyer can reject the invoice within 72 hours. The supplier will have to cancel this invoice. Once the supplier has received the notification, the reject notification